The next person to join the band was Simon Robinson, a gentle giant from Gloucester with a mighty bass sound, just 4 strings. Simon shared our love of alternative rock music, bands like Fugazi, XTC and Shudder to Think, and he used a lively overdrive pedal called a Rat to boost the band's sound. When Simon stomped on the Rat, it sounded like there was a 4th member in the band. Together in 1996, the 3 of us recorded Copter's second demo at White House Studio in Kew Stoke, Somerset. I was still taking vocal lessons and experimenting with using vibrato in my voice, occasionally singing falsetto, as can be heard on You Are My Melody. You are my melody. You are my melody. Copter was a hard-working band. We rehearsed as often as possible around work commitments, and we arranged our songs together in a rehearsal room. Everyone added their own ideas to the mix. Under the Charge, with its unusual time signatures and PJ Harvey-influenced alternative riffing, became a staple of the band's live set. The St. Michael on the Mount, without good reason 2 lines, were inspired by the curious name of a church on St. Michael's Hill in Bristol, which originally stood outside the old city walls. In July 1997, our gigs as a 3-piece band and the various demo recordings we'd made earned Copter an early slot at Bristol's Ashton Court Festival. A friend of ours who was acting as our manager at the time secured us a recording session at EMI Records. There was a buzz about the band, and things were looking promising. At the EMI session, we recorded 3 tracks, Speak, Fairytales, and The Realise, the latter being a reworking of a song I'd recorded a few years earlier with Patrick Bell for the Basement Project album.
I found my way away. I found my way. I've got a map for room. Come on, baby, follow me.
Fairytales was one of the first songs Martin and I worked on together in the early days of Copter, when we were jamming in a barn on Oakdean Farm. Originally, the vocal melody was sung over a more complex rhythm, which made the song sound too busy. It was Martin's suggestion to simplify the rhythm and stretch the melody out to give it more space.
He's a chance offering design. It's a mechanic without a part.
The lyric of the song was inspired by some psychological case studies I'd read about in Oliver Sacks's book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. I wrote the first verse, and Martin continued the theme of the idiot savant in the remaining verses. Structurally speaking, Fairytales is an unusual song. It doesn't have a chorus, but it has an instrumental riff section which functions as one. It's only during the extended coda of the song that the title and chorus lyrics appear over music which is markedly different from the rest of the song up to that point.